Iverson for three. Philadelphia with an 8-7 lead. Iverson rejected. Now, Charles Oakley and Tyrone Hill have not had what would be termed a wonderful relationship.
Antonio Davis has 2 scores off that same play.
Raptors up by 3. Here's Iverson.
Athletic team Toronto, they've added Keon Clark. Chris Childs is now the starting point guard. Points, that quick play there by Carter, not a fast break, but early offense and an easy score. Very well be voted that in, but his numbers.
Philadelphia star Germantown Academy, played 4 years at Villanova. Iverson with a nice play going at Williams. Getting the big salary? Well, you have to pick it up. And obviously he did.
Extra shot, a 3-point play that time by Iverson, or excuse me, by Carter. So second shot's vital to Toronto.
Minute and a half remaining in the first half. Iverson with the step. 3. Iverson met by Carter. Rejected by Carter. And you can see Allen Iverson felt that he was fouled.
4 seconds to get a 2-for-1 possession to end the half.
Here's Iverson over Montross. No, reaching in to knock it away. And here comes Iverson. 2-on-1. Iverson takes all the way, forced the issue rather than give it up to Lynch.
Philadelphia gets a little spurt here. They're going to be right back in this game, trailing now only by 8. Off, wondering who they were going to play after the Indiana series.
Yes, the Sixers wrapping up the Pacers this past Wednesday in Indianapolis.
Possession, and so Eric Snow's trying to get to him in transition and can't find him soon enough.
Iverson for 3. An 11-2 run. They were down by 14 at the start of this quarter. The steal from Oakley. Hill not able to handle the pass. Here's Curry on another quick release. The key for Iverson. Look out. Curry is back. Iverson not able to put the reverse down. And I think the luster wore off during the season, although he's certainly one of the 5 fouls on Carter. Iverson is 9 for 11 at the line. Iverson splitting through. Iverson for 3.
It's a bad pass to Tyrone Hill, but saves it anyway. Here is Iverson putting it up. Open shot, but it comes down to Philadelphia on the ricochet. Here is Iverson in the lane. Tries to get it over to Lynch, picked off by Carter. Here is Iverson, who has 6 points, finding an open space.
Shot a high percentage on Sunday, and they're right in motion tonight.
Iverson, shot clock at 42 in the quarter. And the turnover and missing a 2-point attempt. And here's Iverson again on the offensive side, and the charge is called. Williams, who is a 50% three-point shooter in the playoffs, and Iverson's last shot off the glass. Allen Iverson misses the shot, and come to within 1 with a 2-point. Here is Iverson. Fouls also in the Raptor lineup, and here is Iverson inside. The 76ers to Iverson on the run. Did not
concern them with their 16 points in the second quarter. Have to get more involvement with Antonio Davis.
And then just spot up 15, 18 feet. It's wide open.
It's there for him. Iverson stepping back for a 2. Very aggressive in this game, getting the offensive rebound. Iverson. And Antonio Davis missing from the corner. With under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Sixers leading by 3.
They're really putting it out here.
12 on the shot clock, trying to trap Iverson on the outside. Fall away. The clock is off for the 76ers. Here is Iverson driving in, blocked by Alvin Williams on Sunday. And Curry knocks the ball away with 28. Here is Iverson with a runner going the other way.
Anything now, let's get some motion here if you're a Philly club.
And there's Iverson, and out there is Antonio Davis with under 2 minutes to go. In the fourth quarter, Iverson fires and off the rim.
for their attack.
And there's Alvin Williams trying to stay with Iverson. So quick. 8 on the clock, puts it up. Effective from the perimeter, and that may have been the Raptors' problems. Too many outside shots in game 2. And here is Iverson wending his way in the lane, and this is his second attempt. Both of the fans in their cities incredibly enthusiastic. Here is Iverson missing a 3. And he misses the first one to the delight of the crowd. I'm going to do what I can so that we don't see a repeat of what Allen Iverson did.
Face. Very seldom will he take the ball all the way to the basket.
Carter slipped, and Iverson off the baseline.
Lord to the other, looking for the three-point shot attempt.
Here's Iverson, who has 9 points against Carter. Air ball.
Kind of like a mystery, because when you think of how many shot attempts, 27 shot attempts in game 2, and then he's off and running here.
3 for 6 so far from the line. And these will be the 7th and 8th free throws, but he is not making them.
Because everything is always off the staggered screen. The most difficult thing to hell. And he stepped back and knocked it in.
Iverson coming back. And
it's not being rewarded with any type of shot attempts at the other end.
Well,
Iverson get back. But that's where the danger of the three-point shoot.
29 points. And the miss. Got a 9, not bad. And here's Iverson on the drive. The bump. Hill tries to keep it alive. Vince Carter.
Acrobatic shot all the way.
Iverson has missed his 7th in a row. Here's Iverson. And he's missing the shots he made on Wednesday. And you know, he'll launch him up. Against the double team, not a good pass off the hand of Ali. The NBA record for playoff threes held by Rex Chapman. Iverson coming out and missing. It is just not happening from the field tonight for Allen Iverson. He has missed his last 9. 1 for 9 from the field.
Get one now.
And the Sixers coming back. 13-point game. Iverson changing direction, going in traffic. Blocked by Oakley. Clock stripped away by Eric Snow. 2-on-1. Iverson going in against Childs and doesn't get it.
Allen Iverson did a lot of the talking at team meeting in the locker room immediately following the game. Brown spoke to the club as Iverson fires away.
He's been going with a small lineup himself.
Iverson, three-pointer won't go. Take tough shots, and here comes Philadelphia with the numbers.
Transition defense. All that stuff's going to be ignored.
Ball rejected. Into the series, he was to the line 39 times by himself. Carter on Iverson. Carter defended him well in game 3.
He's just apparent today. Once again.
Iverson.
Iverson on the move again.
Hopefully the block from behind. Corner for Toronto. They were 0 for 9 prior to Childs nailing that. Iverson won't go.
A rhythm. Getting to the foul line. Attacking the hoop. Taking the ball at the tumble. You got to come quicker on defense. Iverson is too hot right now.
Alley-oop. Bad pass. Iverson pass deflected.
Carter to come with time. Oh, God, that's a tough shot.
Been in control most of this game. Up by as many as 16. Iverson, tough shot. Strong third quarter. Williams wasn't looking and had it knocked away from behind. Iverson blocked by Carter. He started the clock before the ball was touched on the inbound. And Iverson misses the 3. That was a good block up top. Matumbo clearly held him on the arm as Iverson misses that through. With 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Off the mark. Off Matumbo. Raptor ball.
Difficulty making the spectacular shot.
Iverson, that's a 2-pointer. Won't go.
Up there.
Iverson off balance. Shot won't go.
Guard. If you're Alvin Williams, don't reach here.
Iverson.
9 points in perfect shooting in game 2, so he has played against the Raptors and has produced. Here's Iverson for 3, and it's knocked away. Another deflection, so that's 4 turnovers. Iverson with a turnaround, 5 in a row. With barely a half a minute remaining in the first, here is Iverson again.
Previous games, we've seen teams come back by 15 or more on at least 3 to 4 occasions, so it's in the bag here.
Iverson, why not? At 64%. And Allen Iverson doing an incredible job missing the three that time as Jumaine Jones sits down. So Iverson with Snow, McKee, Mutombo, and Hill. Iverson between two defenders. 4:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Allen Iverson continues to put on a brilliant show, although here looking to take the 3-2 lead in the best of 7. Here he is again. Goes back to Mutombo, Snow, and now it's Iverson again. Another three. From his Game 2 playoff and personal high record. Defending against McKee. And it's Alvin Williams on Iverson, who misses the three.
For 34 in threes. And most coaches will tell you the opposite side. And Hill gave it, but could not get back to Oakley.
Iverson from the baseline away. And now the turnover here is Iverson. And like a wide receiver, makes the catch, keeps it in play, falls away.
The Knicks started out strong in this series, but has gone downhill as the shot has been a little tight.
Iverson's three-point attempt over the top.
Antonio Davis had that ticked. The shot was ticked by the defender that time.
He is a solid, smooth shooter.
Well, they like his three-point range.
Off the rim, and here are the Sixers with a 4-on-1, and Iverson misses. A 10-point lead for the Toronto Raptors with 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter, and Iverson inside.
They had already won down in Philadelphia.
On the tip ball, 3-on-2, Iverson with the finger roll.
Off of the man.
23 for Vince Carter. He's hit 3 threes tonight. Allen Iverson
for 48.
Carter comes up empty on the three. Iverson pushing, going for another three, and this is way off the mark.
Open spot.
So 10 for Antonio Davis, and Oakley coming up big in this game. Iverson with Iverson, and Carter knocks it away. Here is Eric Snow running it out, leaving Iverson open for the three. The Raptors coming up empty, and now it's a three-point game as we wind down to a minute to go.
Big man, knowing his strength in this series, step out and look for that 15-footer.
Iverson with the runner, and Davis gets the rebound.
With a sledgehammer. That was just a big-time move.
Just as he did in Game 3. 9-point lead, and the Sixers looking to make inroads again. They already did once tonight. Iverson missing.
Coming from the foul line down. They can get that anytime they want a basket.
32 points for Vince Carter. Iverson.
As you see Iverson, Mutombo doing so many things for Philadelphia. Get Iverson on the move. And Iverson the rebound. Ball knocked loose.
Slow down, they perform better.
You're not nervous in these games. It's what you live for. It's what you train your whole life to play in these moments. Anxious.
And Jones quick outlet. Iverson on the pull-up.
Looking at the ball. Don't change your pace, change the direction right to the hoop. You're going to get a layup virtually every time.
Carter hits the free throws. Iverson from way downtown won't go. Iverson, that's a three. Won't go. Opening minute here in the second quarter of Game 7. Iverson off the mark.
With a great guy that gets double-teamed, Vince Carter, with fantastic screeners in Antonio Davis and Charles Oakley.
Iverson misses that ball, tipped out though, and they'll get a new 24. Iverson stripped down low.
Beginning of the second quarter, Lenny Wilkins has been urging his team to be patient, let the play develop, stay steady, and don't settle for those outside shots. Back to you guys.
15 or 17 free throws. A lot of teams think they've done a good job.
Iverson wheeling and dealing inside. The presence of Dikembe Mutombo. Iverson, Childs right on top of him. Iverson looking up at the shot clock, now makes his move. Williams playing him well. Iverson drives in, off balance, won't go. Mutombo's tip. And the lead, just like that, cut to 5. And Philly led by as many as 13 in the first half. Iverson turns it over. At the playoffs, there have been games you think that they're struggling, but they have shown so much character as Oakley comes up with a steal.
Toronto's extended their defense as well.
Nice ball fake from Iverson.
Listen to his teammates and his coach.
And we've seen that play out with the Los Angeles Lakers.
As Iverson here today. Of course, he's got some help. Iverson,
Tough shot.
The rebound. Iverson on the run. Let go. Iverson blocked by Williams. Iverson finds some room, flips it up, shot won't go. Away, 8 on the shot clock. There goes Iverson. Blocked by Alvin Williams. Ball knocked loose. Carter tripped up. Iverson puts it up. Way off the mark.